So the cat and I, Spider here, are at a stalemate. I don't want to let her come out until she's brought me her kitten. And she doesn't seem to want to do that. She wants to come out now and go get more of her kittens and put more of them under the house. So Apollo was out here playing on the front porch earlier, and he popped in. I was all excited because he saw Spider carrying one of the kittens by its scruff. He thought this was interesting. I'm sorry, it's really windy. He asked me if that was something that cats do the other day, and I said yes. I guess he saw it in a movie or a book or something. And so he was excited, but I'm like, wait, where? He said in the grass. That's not right. So I ran out, and sure enough, Spider had one of the kittens. I was carrying it. Idaho was with her looking a little agitated, but Spider ran back up to the porch and took the kitten back where the kittens were and went in and was nursing. So I didn't think anything of it, and Inara said, well, maybe we should count them. I'm like, I'm sure they're there, but sure. Lo and behold, one was missing and we cannot find it. And then I noticed that the door to under the house was ajar. Not a door, a cover. Actually, it's this cover, the winter cover. This is the summer cover. So it wasn't on like it should have been. It was sticking out at the top. I don't know why. Earlier when I was out here, it wasn't like that, but it was now. And so I'm pretty sure that that kitten is under the house. I can't hear it. I can't see it from the entrance. We've been shining a flashlight in. She got done nursing and grabbed a kitten and tried to bring it under there. I took the kitten away. I put the bucket of the kittens with the other mama cat in the house. She's nursing them, and I grabbed Spider and put her under the house, hoping that she would give up her vigilance at the front and go find the other kitten. That hasn't happened. She's still just waiting me out over here at the front. So I'm hoping Kurt will get home here soon with the boys from church. I don't know how quick that's going to be, and maybe he'll be willing to crawl under there and look around and see if he can find him. I'm really concerned about the kitten because it is so chilly under the house. If it's laying on that cold floor by itself, it's not going to make it. So I'm really hoping that he'll get home soon and he can go under there and find it. We have more kittens. Millie had her babies either last night or this morning. Near as I can tell, there's 4 of them, a white, a black, and 2 gray. This is not a great spot for them, and we're supposed to get a cold spell coming through. So I'm gonna try to move her box somewhere a little bit safer, somewhere that the kittens can't just easily roll out and potentially get hurt. Yes, you're such a good mama. Yeah. The kitty. Yep, she has her kitties. I moved Miss Millie here over into this little trailer that we got parked in the back of the garage. I know, it's alright. We're getting a dish cleaned up for her so we can get her some food and water out here in the trailer, so it's close by. Looks like she's got a white kitten, a black kitten, and 2 little gray kittens.
White kitten? I never heard of a white kitten.
She's a good girl.
But she is white.
So that makes a dozen kittens total between the 3 mama cats. We got a nice cozy towel put in here for them. We buy these cheap brown towels specifically for use with our animals. So I've got that in there, so it's going to be nice and cozy. Millie has food and water that she is currently enjoying, so I'm really hoping that she'll stay here so we can keep an eye on them and they'll be up off the ground and safer. They are just gorgeous. Look at that little white one. It's just got this tiny little bit of gray on it. Very pretty little babies. That's a dozen kittens. If you were in South Central Missouri area and would like a barn cat in about 8 weeks, let me know. I'll have some. I know it's very windy and I apologize for that noise, but I wanted to show you we have beefed up the chickens. I don't even know what to call it. This part of their enclosure, we have some cedar trees we're planning on cutting down, so I took some limbs off of that, and I don't know how well you're going to be able to see it on camera, but the branches kind of hang down so that they have roosts up top, and then they can go under the branches down in here and have kind of a shelter, a nice place to hide, get out of the sun if they want to, feel kind of protected, and they really seem to enjoy having that space in their run where they can come out here and hang out under the branches. Over here in this little chicken tractor, I've got some smaller branches for the chicks here. The first day I put them in, they wouldn't really go near them for the most part, and now they're thoroughly enjoying going in there and playing in them. So I think it's just a fun way to add a little bit of, just a little bit of something more for them to do, a little bit of a change up in their environment when they're in a run and not really allowed to free range. Our bigger girls do free range sometimes, but there's lots of times where they don't get to come out, and so it's just nice for them to have something. Alright, the wind's picking up, but we just added our last branch in here. We have a really nice little area. It's about lunchtime, and I think we get a storm coming in, so the boys and I are going to go inside. We're going to grab some lunch. Jess came out to check on Millie. She wasn't here, but she showed up a minute later. The babies are looking good. We brought her some canned cat food there, and I refilled her kitten food there in the corner because she'd eaten all of it. So she is stocked for the night. She's got water and plenty of food. Yes, you're a good mama. I don't think you're going to see her babies. I think it's getting too dark back here in the back of the garage. But she's looking good. The kittens are looking good too. Came out here thinking it would be quieter out here than in the house with the kids. I was mistaken. You can hear Justice and the ducks are super loud. Maybe they're not as loud on camera as they are for me. So I filmed several days ago, and this video was supposed to go up on Friday for our Friday video, but I was pretty stressed out because I had my appointment with the oncologist. I don't have cancer, but he's an oncologist who's going to be doing my cyst surgery, and I was kind of a hot mess, and so I just decided not to mess with it, not to stress myself out further, and so this should be going up tomorrow, which is Monday. So the footage is actually over the course of a few days, and it may not be super cohesive, but I'll do my best. So the cats. Everything was going great until day 3, and then those two mama cats decided, I don't know what happened, but that morning they just seemed kind of irritated with each other. The kids said that they were kind of hissing at each other, growling at each other a little bit, and then Apollo came in the house and he was like, you know, Spider has one of the kittens by the scruff on its neck, and I'm like, oh crud. So I checked, and she did. She took it back up to where the other kittens were, but then when we did the head count, one was missing. And I sat there trying to get her to go find that dang kitten. Not opening that door, watching her. She never did. Kurt and the boys got home from church, and I was telling Kurt, I'm like, I'm really worried that she is just gonna leave it, and it's cold under the house. We were going through a cold spell, and that I was worried the kitten wouldn't make it. and I've messed up my knee again because I'm special, and I couldn't really get under there and crawl around. And before I even asked anybody to get in there and crawl around, Thatcher, my 8-year-old, he said, well, I'll do it. I'll go in there. And I'm like, are you sure, buddy? And he's like, yeah, I'll go look. So he went inside to get changed into some jeans and a long sleeve shirt and grab his headlamp to pop under the house. And then I told Ruben, my 11-year-old, I'm like, hey, if you go under there too, whichever one of you finds some will earn some days playing Stardew Valley. It's a game. It's the only game that my kids get to play, the only electronic game. So, and they earn days by doing chores. So he was pretty excited for that. So they both went under there. They ended up finding him. It took probably a good 20 minutes. He was way back in a corner. But they finally found him. He was okay. We got him put back in. We brought the girls in the house for, I think it was 2 nights. Yeah, I think it was 2 nights. We put him in the kids' bathroom, shut him in there. I didn't have any cat litter, so we just grabbed like a big plastic wash tub and I put pine shavings in it because I didn't know what else to do. So I pulled him in there because I'm like, alright, I need to make sure that like these things are super secure. They're obviously not liking each other right now. So they were in there overnight on Wednesday night and on Thursday night. I was supposed to get him out Thursday and it was a weird day. So I didn't do it on Thursday and I didn't do it on Friday because I wasn't home most of the day, so we did it on Saturday. And we put him out here. Actually, this is where we had Mercy when we thought she was going to have puppies. So the mamas can get in and out, and the other cats can get in here, and Jack could. What is that noise? I don't know what that noise is. That's weird. And Jack could, if he really wanted to, but we've been putting him on a lead line when he comes out because Quinoa keeps flying out, and I don't want him to beg Quinoa. He's pretty well behaved with the chickens and the ducks if I'm right there with him, but if he was out on his own without supervision, I'm not sure he would be. So, fun animal stuff happening. The kittens are looking good. I will show them to you in just a minute. They're adorable. And I know I should... This is probably super boring just sitting here watching me chit chat, but I don't know. I'm too tired and my knee is too messed up to get up and walk around and make this more entertaining. I'm sorry. Okay, so that was the cat update. Surgery update is we are scheduled for May the 9th. We're going to schedule me actually on May the 6th, and I just looked at her and I'm like, okay, so this sounds silly, but there's this event. It's the Baker Creek Spring Planting Festival, and I want to go. My kids want to go really, really badly. And she's like, what if we schedule you for the week before? Maybe you'll be, you know, maybe you could, maybe. And I said, and I explained what it was, the walking, and she goes, oh, no. Nope, you're not. Nope, there's no chance. There's no chance you'll be okay. So she bumped around some scheduling for me to get me in on the 9th. I'm the first appointment in the morning. We got to be there at 5:30 in the morning, and it's an hour and a half away. Because then there's a likelihood that I'll get to come home that night if there's no complications. The appointment did not go how I thought. Going off of the previous conversation I had with the doctor and the conversation I had with his nurse over the phone, it sounded like we were good to go with a, now I'm not going to be able to think of the word, laparoscopic surgery. He could just go in, get the cyst, probably my ovary would be fine, we're good to go. I didn't think recovery would be very long. I'm like, you know, maybe like 4 or 5 days, no biggie. That's not how the conversation went. They said that if I don't want him to take the ovary, that we would have to do a full open surgery. She said I would be in the hospital for a minimum of 5 days. Excuse you. 5 days. I'm not doing the hospital for 5 days if it is at all humanly avoidable. It's just not going to happen. So that wasn't going to work out. I just realized what that noise was. It's the chicks. Oh my goodness, I'm so scatterbrained. So I said, okay, let's do laparoscopic. He can take the ovary. I'm not thrilled with it, but honestly, they're not even sure that the ovary would be savable because of how complicated the cyst is. So there's a chance we could have gone in open surgery, and he couldn't have saved it then either, and then I would have been really ticked. So the hope is that it'll be fine. Hormone wise is really my concern. I'm worried that I would have to go on hormone replacers, but the hope is that the other ovary will pick up and do its extra job and it'll be fine. So that was really my concern. It's not so much if I can have another kid, which is what the doctor kept asking, like, do you want more? You've got 4 but you're young. And we do want more, but I don't think biologically is in the cards. I just get so dang sick. I get so sick, and it just seems to take my health down a notch every single time, and I just don't ever fully get better from that. So I'm at peace with that. It'll be okay. I'm just really hoping that surgery will go well, and I'm so sorry about the duck noise. I don't know why they're being so loud. I think it's because they want me to bring them grass. This is a hot mess. This is a hot mess. I'm a hot mess. The video is a hot mess. It's all a hot mess. Oh goodness. Alright, so surgery is happening in less than a month. If there's no head colds or other disasters, we will be at the Bakers Creek Spring Planting Festival that Monday. So enough blabbering. I'm going to show you the babies, and then I'm going to try to get this edited, all this footage from all these different days, into something semi-cohesive with some kind of like a following story thread throughout that you'll be able to understand what is happening. It could be interesting, so I'll apologize now. I'll apologize now, even though you're probably going to watch this at the end. So, kittens. I will show you kittens. They're precious. Look at these little treasures. They're already getting bigger. Oh, and they're hissing at me. You're hissing. I know that sounds terrible, like that I'm excited they're hissing, but it's just part of their development that they recognize that something's here that's unusual to them, and they need to protect themselves. Here, I'll see if I can pick this baby up and let you see. Oh, hey, sweet thing. Oh, they're precious. They're growing fast. They got full little bellies. Yes, your mamas are doing a good job. Look at how beautiful they are. And this is interesting. This one seems to have that dilute calico orange, whereas this one has that dark orange. Because Idaho is a dilute calico, it's like a pastel calico, and Spider is a full calico. And then the daddy was orange, but oh, they're so beautiful, guys. Look at how gorgeous these babies are. Millie is not in here right now, but I thought I'd show you her 4 babies. Oh wait, here she comes. Hi, Millie. Hi, honey. Hey, Mama. Yeah, they're, I think, 2 days old today, maybe? I'm trying to think what day they were born. I think it was Thursday. Maybe it was Thursday, and today is Sunday. Yeah. Hi. Oh, beautiful babies. Beautiful little babies. You're a good mama. Yes, you're a good mama.